The fact that men still to this day have to be told to grow up and man up whenever they come out to somebody about their problems is just a big example of what's wrong with the world. And I think this idea of men's mental health week is honestly the most ideal way for any man to get his point across, hence why I'm making this video. Like, if somebody came out about their issues like before this, it wouldn't get as much realism as it would normally. Now, that's not discrediting people who have mental health issues. I do have my own problems, and people do take me seriously about them. But the grow up mentality and the man up mentality that guys suffer with from people around them is just the most toxic thing in the world. Because, like in this video, I'm gonna show you, talk to you about my situation and my stories, and what I feel and shit like that. But it's the fact that in this world, like, you're not a man if you are depressed or have anxiety. Like, you that doesn't make you a man. You're just like a shell of your former self in a way. People tell you to grow up and like be a man. Like, men don't suffer with these things. Men are strong and they're capable and they're leaders and stuff. Like, it's like we're almost ignored. Like, say for example, a girl, right, is experiencing like suicidal thoughts, schizophrenia, just to name a few things. Like, just anything like that can lead to more severe actions, such as, you know, self-harm, taking lives and whatnot. Like, how many women out there would be told to grow up and, oh, it's just a thing, like it does, it's like it makes you less of a human. Like, oh, you suffer with this, cool, like you're not respected as much, like you don't fit in, you know. Like, I know there are women out there who do get that, and like I will never understand what it's like for women, because obviously I'm not a woman. But just from my experience being a man, there have been many situations where I've came out about the feelings that I have now and have been told, oh, just don't be sad, grow up, you know, you're a man, you know, you're not meant to be depressed, you know. If a man gets depressed, then what are you? Because you're not a man, you're like a boy, you know, handle your emotions like a man. And like, no, it's just not what you should be saying. Like, the reason I'm making this video is because from my own personal experiences, just saying man up and stuff is the complete opposite of what's gonna help. You know, like, my experience right now, like how I feel right now, I will go in depth about, because I like, at this point I don't really care. You know, if people want to cut me off and say, oh, just grow up, get out of it, then your feelings are invalid, fuck you. Honestly, don't watch this video, just leave, you know. Whether you be a friend or a sibling or a partner, like, if you think that way about me, or just like any man, and like you think, oh, like the way I'm thinking is stupid or whatever, without knowing the full thing, go and fuck yourself. Honestly, like, I know I'm trying to censor myself recently, but I do not care in this video. Like, to give you an example of what I am currently feeling, right? I am fucking paranoid as shit about being alone. I've legit thought for so long that I've been alone when I have so many friendships, a relationship that I'm happy in. Like, I still feel like I'm alone in that sense, because I don't know what it is. I don't know if I need closure, or like I'm just pissing people off by wanting to be like there for them all the time. Like, I don't get what I'm doing, but I'm paranoid as fuck, and it's making me think that I'm just a bad omen to them, and that they can do better without me. They don't need me in their life, because, you know, there's much better things than me, like, around them, you know. Like, it's not like, people confuse it as like a self-absorbing thing, like I'm trying to just say, oh, they can only speak to me. It's nothing like that. It's just like, there are times where I miss what me and a certain person have, like a friend or my relationship and stuff. Like, I miss like some things we used to do, and it gets to me, it makes me paranoid as shit, bro. Like, I worry about everything constantly. I worry that I'm not a good enough boyfriend, brother, son, friend. Like, even to my best mate Michael, I feel like at times I piss him off and annoy him, or like I'm just not good enough for him, you know. Like, it really hurts to have someone just tell you to grow up, and that your feelings don't mean shit. I mean, I've lost people because of this, you know. Like, I've lost the biggest role model in my life because people around him were telling him, oh, your feelings don't mean anything. Oh, just go and, like, drink, smoke, whatever. Like, go to all the bad shit to cope with the pain. Like, have I done that before? Yeah. Have I experienced suicidal thoughts before? Yeah. And even to this day, I still do. But, you know, like, even when people tell me, oh, just grow up, be a man, you know, I don't give up. I don't, like, stick around for them at this point, if that's what I'm here for, you know? Like, I don't tell myself to grow up. I don't tell myself that I'm not a man. I don't tell myself, oh, if you don't have a ripped body, all this, and fucking loads of girls every week and all that, then you're not a man. Like, a man is just as much of a human as a woman is. Like, why are men suddenly treated as, like, these really profound figures in life? Like even women dream of being like men, you know, like having the strength and being so, like, alpha. Like, there's no division when it comes to mental health. Like, we shouldn't be, like, belittled into thinking we're nothing other than what society wants us to be. You know, I'm 18 years old and I still to this day get told, oh, you're not really a man because you haven't left your house yet, or all that, or you've got a girlfriend but you haven't, like, engaged, or don't have a kid. Like, I'm 18 years old. I'm still a boy. Even if the law tells me I'm an adult, I'm still just a teenage boy who came from the seaside, you know? Like, I'm actually crying while recording this. Like, it's just so bad, the way that people think that we're just okay, you know? Like, they just think because we're men, we don't get what women go through. You know, women have self-conscious thoughts about their bodies and about their looks and shit. Like, or if they're good at a certain talent, like if they can't sing but they really can. Like, for me, like, I don't believe I can make music or make YouTube videos or, like, be a good friend or be funny, you know. And people have told me you don't need to be those things, but, like, that's what men are supposed to be. You know, I'm paranoid that half of the people I talk to about these things probably have that mentality and just think half of the stuff I'm talking about is just air. Like, it's just something that doesn't exist, you know? Like, I have so many people who've looked at me and physically seen me break down, and those same people have told me, just stop thinking about it, just stop being paranoid, just stop being upset. And then they ask me why I feel alone. Like, they ask me why I feel like I can't go on living this way because I have no one around me, because those people do that to me. You know, like, it's, again, like, people lose lives to this. Men have lost their lives to this. Men that I know very well, men that I grew up with, men that I'm related to. Well, you know, the world goes on and I'm still not a man. And again, to anyone who thinks with that mentality in mind, from the deepest part of my heart and soul, please go fuck yourself and unsubscribe. Because the last thing I want on my channel is to have people who think, oh, you know, I make a video about me being insecure, finally having the courage to talk about some form of mental health struggle, and people who watch my videos and just be like, oh, he's just not a man, you know, he needs to grow out of it, just grow up, you know, he's just overthinking, it's dumb. Like, men are neglected, like, severely, you know. Like, if I'm 25 years old and I'm living alone by my flat, who's gonna check up on me? You know, and what if like one day, say the worst got to me and I did end up, you know, losing my own life, taking my own life, who's gonna attend my funeral? You know? Or like the same people who preach for me to talk to them, but when I do, they tell me that the feeling just isn't a thing. Like, the world we live in is fucking stupid. And to all men out there, my DMs are open to you. Go down in the description and check my Discord, my Instagram, whatever. Like, and if you ever need to talk about anything, I'm here for you. And I really hope that one day you get out of whatever hole you're currently in, just like me. And I thank you for listening to this.